Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Warhammer video. Today, we're going to talk some models. First off, yesterday, Monday the 20th, was a holiday in the USA. If you guys were able to take the day off and do something fun and relaxing, I hope you did. Hope you had a good time. If you had to work, well, I hope nothing bad happened at work. But here we are, we're back into another week. I know that the Las Vegas Open happened last week, but I wanted to talk about the models because I was totally right about one of the reveals. So let's get right into it. Firstly, we're going to talk about the Emperor's Children release. Yes, the Emperor's Children, Noise Marine resculpts, full Grim, all the wonderful pink and purple and magenta and all these awesome colors and awesome models. Let's get into it here because this is a pretty cool release. The Fulgrim model itself is really awesome. He's got a lot of really cool details. He comes with four different head and face options, which kind of goes with the rest of the Primarchs. Like Lionel Johnson has a few different options, Gilliman has a few different options, that sort of thing. And a new book along with it, with hopefully some new lore, some new battles, and hopefully maybe we'll finally start to get I don't know, like the Emperor's Children facing off, of Fulgrim facing off with Gilliman. Lucius the Eternal here is looking amazing. Let's get into this guy right here. Just his face and the tongue and the vials on the back, his whip. This is a really killer model. I think it's looking great. I'm not big into the Emperor's Children, but this is a pretty cool model. This might end up on my desk someday. Uh, so it's pretty cool. Let's get down here into the leaders. There's the different Lord with a spear and a power fist. There's another one with some sonic weapons and a whip, and he's got the Noise Marine mask. I think that's what's going on with this one. Another different pose for that guy. This is looking great. Multi-part kits are amazing, and Games Workshop really does a good job with multi-part kits. Whenever they do, single pose models where you have to build the model one way, that always kind of bums me out. So whenever they do these multi-part releases, I'm super happy about that. This Lord of Cacophony, oh my gosh. This guy is cool. This guy is super cool. He's got like hooved feet, and he's got this cool just the big sonic thing on his backpack. He's just looking awesome there. The Noise Marines themselves looking amazing. We got these cool these faces on the guns, faces on their backpacks. There's Sergeant looking cool with like a pistol, like a sonic pistol. That's looking really cool. Here's some more detail shots here. Looking great, looking great. These are cool minis. These are very cool minis. These are their champions here. They look like they're a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, a little bit just cooler all around. He's got big swords. They've got their abs poking out through their armor because they're cool like that. Oh, look at this guy. He's got his his eyes pulled open. That's looking so cool. That guy's looking like he's about to enjoy cutting down whoever's in front of him. Looking cool. These guys are looking cool. Getting into the tactical Marines here. We got this cool guy with his pistol and sword. These guys with pistols and swords. Just all these little details, all the helmets, all the little vials. Just everything about this release is looking awesome. I like this guy's the banner on his back here. The eagle with the claw. That's looking cool. Looking real cool. These guys are looking cool. This guy's looking scary with his noise marine mouth. Very cool. Awesome job. Awesome job sculpting from these guys. Looking great. Here's a couple more different shots of them with ranged weapons. So we got bolters, plasma guns. This guy's got a plasma pistol and a whip. Looking pretty sweet there. And then, of course, they're coming out with a limited edition box with a codex with a unique cover on it. Can't tell if that's Lucius. It's probably just one of the chaos, one of the Marines, but yeah, it doesn't look like Lucius, but still looking cool. If you're looking to collect this box, definitely a cool cover art for you there. Here's the cover art for the regular one. This cool noise Marine blazing away with this green fire. Oh, very cool. Very cool release. Emperor's Children. Looking good. And keep going with Chaos here. We got this new Plague Marine guy. He's got this really cool backpack and this big sword, his plasma pistol. He kind of looks like Corodius from Tacticus, if I'm honest. He's got, yeah, a little more detail shots of his backpack there. I'm not sure if that's fabric or skin or what's going on the back there. This awesome big broadsword that he's wielding that's all rusted and you can see the corrosion on it. It's looking great. Another detail shot of his plasma pistol. This guy, looking cool. Okay, we're gonna keep scrolling here. A little more chaos, sorta. We got Beastmen. Looking at some new Beastmen models. We got this, or is this old ones? Not sure. I'm not as familiar with the fantasy old world models, but this Beastman guy looking cool here. Is that the only one? Yeah, he's the only release here. I guess he's like a mage of some kind, which is looking awesome. I like this guy on the rock with his mask, looking very scary. Continuing on with old world releases, we're getting the High Elves back in plastic with a couple new models. So this is looking really cool. I remember back in the day when these were available, I bought a few of these to build and paint. So seeing them return in plastic is pretty cool. We got a new codex, this decal sheet coming out. That decal sheet's awesome. Look at all these decals on it. Holy cow. Ooh, these like dragon serpent ones on the bottom. Those are cool. Probably use those in 40K or something. Yeah, those are looking awesome. The Lord of Trace, the lion with his the lion pelt guy. He's got a big old axe. Um, the Lions of Trace. I played Total War Warhammer, the computer game. I haven't played the tabletop, but in the computer game, these guys are great. They have like high piercing damage and things like that. There's who's this guy? Ishaya Vest, Sentinel of the Silent Isle. This is cool, like a pirate looking dude with a trident. He's got an eye patch, looking great. That's a cool model. Illyrian Reavers. Are these new models or are they recast? It's a new kit. Okay. Awesome. They look like new models, new sculpts. These are looking really cool. A lot of are they archers? Oh, they're archers. Okay. Looking great. Are we going to here? Yes. Okay. This is the model when they said that they were bringing it back, I got most excited about. I painted this model a long time ago for a coworker. And it was one of my best paint jobs at the time, even when I was still learning how to paint and my stuff was still, mostly mediocre. I mean, my stuff still is mediocre, but this model is awesome. It's got a few different options for the Lord and the Dragon. I love dragons. I love these big giant dragon miniatures that Games Workshop does. So seeing this one return, it's just a bit of nostalgia for me, and I'm really enjoying that. This big phoenix dude, like I said, big flying monsters, big monsters in general from either Age of Sigmar or 40K or the old world. Giant monster models just look so cool to me. So that's really cool to see. We got this a bannerman and a leader with a spear there. We got a mage on a horse, a mage on some rocks. We got this guy throwing a Kamehameha fireball. That's looking cool. All right. Is that all for the high? Oh, no, a little more. Ooh, are these the Dragon Prince riders? Yeah. These guys are looking cool. Are these the old sculpts? Oh, this like a multi-part kit? Oh, these must be the old sculpts, but these are looking great. These are cool. We got the spearmen down here. Or no, the swordsmen, not the spearmen. Those guys are looking good. Just bringing back all these old miniatures. Looking cool. Very cool. Very nostalgic. Very nostalgic. One of the biggest thing, one of the biggest mistakes they ever did was get rid of fantasy, and then release Total War Fantasy. Like, what was that idea? Like, who was behind that move? Like, let's get rid of Warhammer Fantasy, but then release a game about Warhammer Fantasy that sparks interest in fantasy again. I don't know. This guy's looking cool. Flying guy. He's got some kind of like flying boat in the back with some archers. That's awesome. Oh, there's more pictures. More pictures. Oh, the artillery, bolt throwers. The what are these things called? Chariots. Yeah, chariots. So we got the chariots there. That's looking awesome. Metal kits, huh? Bringing back the old metal miniatures. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I see you, Games Workshop. I see you. Bringing back the nostalgia. Looking cool. Going back into the sci-fi realm of more 40K, which interests me the most. We got some new Necromunda models for the Ash Wastes here. Necromunda models are some of the coolest models in all of the range. Like, look at these guys. Look at them. It's like Mad Max, but he's got bones. He's got a big bone, like a talon on his arm there. He's got these claws, these fingers. This dude, he's got a mask and some stuff on his back. It's just looking cool. Some more guys here. This guy with his like spear looking thing, looking great. This guy with his dual whips and these like green canisters on his back that hold probably poisons or something in there. Couple of guys dual wielding here, just looking cool. Very cool models. Old World always, or Necromunda always looks good. And more monsters. I love monsters. That's why the Tyranids are my favorite Xenos race. I love big, scary sci-fi monsters. Look at these things. Look at these. I mean, would you want to go sit and take a poop in a hive world and then have one of these come out of the toilet? No, that's awful. These things look great. I just seeing new monsters and everything is really cool for me. We got an upgrade kit here, which is looking awesome. We got some pistols. We got some kind of rifle thing there. I have no idea what any of these weapons are. I don't know the lore behind the Ash Waste clan or anything like that. But all this stuff just looks so cool, and conversion pieces are always great, just for getting your creative juices flowing and making models that look cool and look unique, versus just what's on the box. A new rulebook, Tribes of the Wasteland. Okay. Now this is cool right here. This new terrain piece. What's this thing called? The bunker, some kind of bunker. But let's look at this thing a little closer. So it's like a platform raised off the ground. You got some ladders. You got some portholes there that the guys can come out of. You got a little landing there with a grenade launcher. You got some stuff on the top, like a lookout post at the top with another grenade launcher and some machine gun ports. This is cool. This is really cool. The Warhammer terrain is really, really cool. Probably going to hear me say that a lot if you haven't already in this video. This is cool. That's cool. I like that. That looks cool. This looks cool. I mean, look at that. Look at that. You can totally do a boarding action or a space Hulk or, a ruined cities kind of thing with all these tight corridors. Let's see what they got there. You have a bunch of pillars that are intact. You have a bunch of pillars that are kind of sunken and cracked. You have pillars that are broken. You have doors that are closed or ripped open. You've got pieces that go on the ground or the ceiling here. What are these? Weapon racks or power cablings. Some steel girders on the ground that you can put there. And then just a bunch of different bits and pieces of rubble. And then some pipes and wires and things here and vents. Very, very cool. And who would have guessed it? I had no idea this was coming. New Kaidian models. A new Minka-esque model. I haven't even painted the first one. Thanks for the spoiler games workshop that she survives her omnibus and becomes a captain. I literally just started reading Kaidia Stands in the Fall of Kaidia last week to get into that whole timeline. To kind of get into the lore a bit again. So her model, it's great. I love her sergeant model where she's pointing with the rifle or she's got her sword up. I think her character is awesome. I think the model is awesome. Her sword, like her curved sword there, is looking cool. She's got this I don't know if it's like a preacher from the ecclesiarchy or something going on here as her banner bearer. I don't know the characters from the book because I haven't read it yet, but this dude's looking great. The commissar, I love this commissar model. It's so commissary. Like he's just standing there, he's looking, he's observing, he's intimidating without being intimidating, especially with that axe just kind of casually hanging behind his back. You know that he's watching the troops and they'd be like, if any of you step out of line, you better watch it. This new sergeant with the melted gun and part of his face is melted a little bit. He's looking cool. He actually looks like the sergeant from the Dawn of War 2 games. What's it in Retribution? In all 3 games. He's the sergeant that you join up with, and then when you play Retribution, he's the sergeant, the main character with the guard. But he looks exactly like that model from the computer game, so he's looking cool to me. And there's this character here. I have no idea who they are, but they've got this awesome, Scottish kind of plaid cloth going on. And they've got this knife, and then there's a hell pistol, which you know is going to do some damage. So that's looking cool. Some more detail shots here. Very, very cool. I love the Imperial Guard. They're my probably second favorite faction next to Space Marines. Here's the new novel, Hell's Last. So when I finish my current read through, I'll be catching up on this one. What is this? We got a new. Oh, this is the other Black Library character. Order of Azure. Who's this? Melanith Witchblade. Okay. So we got a new fantasy model Dark Elf, I think, here. Shade of Cain. Yeah, that's got to be a Dark Elf, right? Not as familiar with the lore for fantasy, but very cool art. A cool model. The collector's art on the cover there is looking great too. Before we get into the last one, I realized I skipped one. We got this Age of Sigmar release for the Soul Blight. These guys are looking cool. Skeleton guys. Very cool. I like the art. This dude, this model right here. This is why Age of Sigmar is so cool. Visually, it's got all the classic looks of just that grim, dark, dead horse, Death Spectre on a dead horse kind of vibe going on here. Just looking really, really cool. This is a great centerpiece model. This is a model where it's like if I didn't have the pile of shame that I had, I would get this model and paint it up. But I've got other projects to work on. Let's keep going down here. I think his base is really cool. Some more detail shots. He's got a shield on the other arm. Very, very cool looking stuff. We got this guy on his horse. I think this is like an alternate pose, an alternate version to the model. Very, very cool. And then we got some of the warriors here. Skeleton warriors, swords and shields. A bannerman, another warrior. Guy with a spear, so he's going to be good against cavalry. Is that a guy with a drum? Yeah, this guy's got a drum. Spear, sword, shield, spears, halberds, looking great. Very cool stuff. We got some guys on horses with some lances and swords and shields. Very, very cool. Guy with a horn, guy with a lance. The skeleton horses are looking really, really cool. Guy with a banner. Very, very cool stuff. The artwork for the cover it's cool. The artwork for the cover is very, very cool. I like that that kind of the teal luminescent kind of shield with the runes on it. Looking very awesome. I love the artwork. Oh, who's this? Prince Vordai. Oh my gosh. I don't think I saw this guy yet. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that maw. Look at that big just the zombie dragon. Oh my goodness. The guy on it too with his big old lance. And the dragon wings. The very scary looking vampire guy. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that big old mouth. Guys, this is cool. This is what I'm talking about. Ooh, the big tower shield with the blood falling into the goblet there. Oh, he's got like a chalice of blood in front of him on the mount. Wow. So when I say like big monsters, big dragons, like this is what I'm talking about. This is what I am talking about. Someday, this will be on my painting desk. That's how cool this model is. I want this on my desk. Let's keep going. Anything else down here? Oh, here's like an alternate pose without a mount. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love how he's like landed and kind of climbing over the rubble there, and then he's got his head out like, rawr, looking great. Some guys on horses. This is a cool horse. Some guys coming out of the grave underneath it. Wow. So there's a couple different there are two different poses there. A guy with an axe and a bald head. This guy's got hair and a sword. Okay. And then the army box. Death Rattle Tomb Host. Okay. Oh, there's a little more art. That's the art of the horse guy we just saw. Very, very cool. Oh, another book. Soulblight Gravelords, Masters of Death. Who is this? Is that like a are they part of the dragon? Is it like a centaur, but not a centaur, like a dragon tar? Very, very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Last, but very certainly not the least, the Thanatar. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Ever since these were released in resin from Forge World, and I built the first one with the plasma mortar, I've just been dying for these things to come in plastic because they're just some of the coolest AdMech models ever, just ever. Like some of the 40K admix stuff is a little weird, a little out there, but the 30K admix stuff, like these solid, chunky battle automata looking guys, just cool, just so cool. And I mentioned in a previous video, I actually have this model still. This model survived my Warhammer purge 9 years ago, um, and I still have it in the box, unbuilt, not even cleaned. All the resin pieces except for the right arm with the big hammer on it. That piece was missing, and then from the kit, and then Forge World disappeared. Um, so I haven't been able to complete this model. So now they're releasing in a plastic. I'm gonna buy two of them so I can complete the resin one, the resin one, and then I guess I'll just use the leftover plastic parts of the second one for, I don't know, scenery or something. But I just wanna glam over this guy for a second. Oh, look at just the brass metal face, the giant like beam cannon, that thing that's on his arm. I don't know what the heck it's called. I don't care. It's a big giant gun that is awesome. The chunky armor, chunky shoulder plates, chunky legs, stomp stomp. He's got this cool like just giant bolter, dual barrel bolter thing on his left gauntlet, with these power piston claws there, and the giant like, I think it's like a graviton siege hammer or something like that. But this thing is like designed to just literally punch walls. Like, it's so cool. Told you were gonna hear that a lot today. Shock pulse. What is it? A fine. Yeah, lethal graviton ram strapped onto its arm. That's what it's called. It's another side shot here. The other side, you can see the arm a little better. The detailing of the gauntlet, the little all the little lights in there and everything, and then you can see the front of the graviton fist a little bit. Wow, 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 wow. This is all I wanted. This is all I wanted. I don't care about the Emperor's Children as much. I'm buying. Look at the skull. Look at the skull on top of the cannon. I didn't even notice that before. Oh man, this is what I was excited for, you guys, right here. All right, that's gonna do it. I've done enough drooling over modeling, over new models for today. Coming up this week, I got a video planned for Tacticus for the Parasite of Mortrex. And then coming this weekend, I have an unboxing video for the Death Core of Krieg special edition launch box. And then maybe another special video after that that I don't want to tell you about just yet, but coming soon. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining me for this one. Have a great one, and happy modeling.